Good morning and welcome to chair yoga class. Take a moment to settle yourself into your chair. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Your sitting bones resting against the seat of the chair. Your body nice and tall, with your shoulders relaxed down. Close your eyes if you like. I'm going to read something to you today to set your intention. I got this email. It's all too easy to slip into a pose as just something our body does. Yet in times like these, how heartening to remember the richness and possibility of asana as a complete path in its own right. We hold our attention inside, using energy, sensation, inquiry, shift, and possibility in asana as the object of our contemplation and focus. Giving yourself fully to body, breath, mind, and soul. Every time we come to our mats, that option is there for us. It's a pretty awesome invitation, don't you think? That's the invitation we're going to offer ourselves today to practice with curiosity. So we're starting with curiosity as to how our body feels right now. Noticing any aches and pains, any areas of comfort. Notice what our breath is doing. Is it slow and steady? Shallow and ragged? We're going to bring our attention down into our feet and very gently press our feet into the earth, feeling the floor beneath us, and observe how the leg muscles engage as we create that pressure. So we're engaging the legs, creating a stable base. Draw the belly in and stretch up, engaging the torso. Relaxing the shoulders down. Feeling the spine as if it's being pulled up by a string. Feel that energized body position. And we're going to start with an Om variation today. We're going to take a deep breath in. I'll do the first one. Inhaling up. And on the exhale, we're going to make a sound coming down. So Om is made of 3 sounds, A, O, M. So we'll do each part of the sound, and then we'll put it all together on the 4th repetition. So here we go. We're going to inhale. Put that all together. explore the sensation. We're going to do it one more time, just the full Om, and notice how the sound ah, oh, mirrors the movement of your hands down your body. So with our nice strong posture, noticing how it feels to engage all of our muscles to keep us sitting nice and tall and in alignment. Take a deep breath in. And practicing with curiosity today, gently let the head come forward. Just notice the stretch in the back of the neck. Feel the shoulders pulling down and away from the head. And then we'll roll the ear to one side. And we're going to reach the opposite arm away. Let's bring that arm back. Roll the chin to the chest and roll the ear the other way. And then reach that arm out. Bring that arm back down as the head comes up. I'm going to explore a little bit of range of motion here. Let's bring the chin forward, shoulders back, and then roll the ear to the shoulder. And then very gently rotate the head. Doesn't have to be the full range of motion. Just a little bit of rotation here. Just exploring with curiosity. The movement of your neck. And then with your ear still to your shoulder, bringing your chin towards your chest and lifting your chin. Again, not full range of motion necessary. Just a gentle exploration of how it feels as you shift the direction of your head. And inhale back to center and explore the two sides of your neck. Still engaging the legs, engaging the core. Let's lower the chin and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And then roll the ear to the shoulder. And then we're very gently rotating the head towards the shoulder and away. Just a gentle movement, exploring the stretch, not needing to go to your full range of motion. A gentle experience of how the head moves, what muscles are involved. And bring the head back, ear to shoulder, bring the chin to the chest, and lift the chin slightly. Exploring your movement here. Let's bring the ear back to the shoulder and then come up to sitting tall. Taking a breath, noticing how your neck feels now. Nice and long. Let's slowly look over one shoulder. And slowly look over the other way. And one more time. And back to center. Let's take a deep breath and bring the shoulders up to the ears. Press them back. Bring them to the bottom of the circle and squeeze them forward. Inhale up, press them back, bottom of the circle, squeeze them forward. Inhale, press, down, forward, and relax. And we'll go the other way. Bring them forward, squeeze them up, press the shoulders back, bring them down. Inhale forward, squeeze up, press back, and down. Forward, up, back, down. One more time. Exploring your range of motion and how it feels. And release. Notice how that feels. Let's take a deep breath and bring the arms back, squeezing the shoulder blades and reaching out. And I'm emphasizing more here the reach. So we're not bringing the arms all the way back as much as we're squeezing the shoulder blades in and reaching the arms out. And feeling that across your chest, front and back. And then let's come in and give ourselves a hug. Notice which elbow is on top. We're reaching the arms out again. We're not squeezing them all the way back, just reaching out to the sides. Pulling the shoulder blades towards each other and reaching the fingertips as far away as you can. Exploring that stretch across the front and back of your chest. And then bringing the opposite arm in and giving yourself a hug. Let's inhale up and down. Bring one arm up and give yourself a pat on the back. Bring the other hand to push that elbow back or reach over and pull the elbow back. Just exploring that stretch. And down. Bring the opposite elbow up and bend it. And then either push the arm back or reach over and pull the arm back. Just breathing into that arm and exploring that stretch. And down.
You plan to come back, Ron?
Let's inhale up and come into eagle arms. Let's bring one arm down in front of you. The other elbow can come inside. You can either hold shoulders or interlace your hands, lifting the elbows and squeezing the arms together.
But if you came back, Ron, you have to go to the corner.
You might choose this time to close your eyes and go inside and feel what's happening. And remember which arm was on top. Let's inhale. Bring the opposite arm down. The other elbow comes inside. You can either give yourself another hug or arms cross. Lifting the elbows and dropping the shoulders. Close your eyes if you like. With curiosity, exploring how this feels in your shoulders and arms. And inhale, open. And down. If you're not already halfway forward on your chair, please scoot forward. Engage your legs, feeling your feet, pressing into the floor.
Enjoy your day.
Your thigh muscles engage. Inhale the spine tall and the shoulders down. Hold onto the chair with one side, one hand. Bring your other arm alongside your ear. A little easy spinal stretch here. Engage the legs. Notice how when you do that, you create more space in your side body. So that strong support of your legs and your core opens your upper body up. Back to center, reach out and down. And soften. Grab the other side of the chair. Inhale your arm alongside your ear. Engage your legs and your core. And tip over. Inhale back to center, reach out and down and soften. We have the chair on the first side. Inhale up. We're going to tip over, but then we're going to explore our range of motion, rounding the body forward a little bit. Inhaling, opening the body back. Exhaling, rounding forward. Inhaling, bringing that shoulder back. So just playing with that range of motion, going as far as you like. Could be very gentle or quite full. One more time. And then coming back to center, down, and soften. And observing how the two sides are feeling now. Let's bring our other hand to the chair. Let's reach up. Engage the legs and the core. And then we'll tip over. And then we'll gently explore that shoulder movement. Exhaling, rounding it. Inhaling, opening it.
Is this a driver's license on the electrician?
Maybe you want to go further on this side, maybe less, or maybe the same. It's finding what your body would like this morning. And coming back to center, reaching out and down and softening. Sit up nice and tall. Let's feel the feet on the floor. Engage the legs. Engage the core. Let's come into an easy spinal twist.
You're Mr.
And back to center. And we'll go the other way. And back to center and soften. Let's do some roll downs and roll ups. So sitting up tall, we're going to start by chin to chest. Draw the belly in as the shoulders begin to come forward. And maybe this is where your roll down stops. Or maybe you're more flexible. And you begin to slide your hands down your legs as you fold over the legs.
All right.
And then begin to roll back up, starting with the tailbone. Stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Shoulders, neck, and head. Finding tall Tadasana, the legs engaged. Let's do one more. Curling the chin in, lifting the belly, shoulders come forward. And again, this could be your pose and you could just hang here or continue rolling down. Perhaps coming all the way over the legs. And then rolling back up. Starting with the lower back, mid back, upper back, neck and head, and soften. Let's bring the hands to the back of the chair and squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, lifting the chest and arcing up. And come back to center and soften. Feel the feet, engage them, press into the earth. Feel the thighs engage, the abdominals lift, reach back, squeeze the shoulders.
Thank you, Ron.
Lift the heart.
Thank you, Chris. See you soon.
And inhale back up. And soften. Let's walk our legs out into a nice wide position. We have tall, shoulders come back and down. And again, let's engage, feeling the feet on the floor, press them into the earth. Feel the thighs engage, the belly lift, the spine stretch up towards the sky. And if it works for you, 5-pointed star, reaching your arms out as well. And let's come over into a side stretch. Spin your body and look towards your hand. Feel those legs engaging, creating a nice base for your pose. And let that hand come on down to help bring you back up to center.
Hello. Okay.
Come down onto the other elbow and well, let's start with our 5-point star again. Let's do that. And then we'll reach over the leg. Bring the other arm up and over. Pressing down into your feet to engage your legs, feeling that strong base. And inhaling back up and down. We'll toe heel ourselves back to center. And find our mountain pose one more time. And let's come to standing. we'll turn and face our chair. I'm going to go sideways so you can see me. Finding Tadasana here, feel the feet. Once again, feel them connecting to the earth. If you don't feel safe, stand behind your chair with your hands on the chair. But otherwise, you're starting Tadasana here. If it feels safe to you, just shifting your weight forward and shifting your weight back. Not so far that you fall, shifting to one side, shifting to the other, and then back to center. Finding that perfect Tadasana. And then if you're behind the chair, you can come around and bring your hands onto the chair. And come into as flat a back as you can. Shoulders over wrists, hips over ankles, and we'll do some cat and dog here. Round the body, tucking the chin and lifting the back. Feeling those legs actively pushing into the earth. And then reverse that curve, lift the tailbone, lift the head, stretch up. Reverse that curve. With curiosity, exploring your range of motion. You may need to bend your knees in your dog tilt. That's perfectly okay. You're finding out what works for you. It may feel okay to straighten your legs in your cat tilt. It might be more intense if you straighten your legs. So you choose exploring your body, noticing how it responds the best, what creates the maximum stretch and comfort at the same time. Last one. And coming into a flat back. We're going to come into downward facing dog from here. So let's bend the knees, walk the feet back until the arms are as straight as you can make them. The spine is as straight as you can make it. And the head comes between the arms. So lots of bend in the knees to help the spine lengthen. Feeling yourself being pulled back by your inner groins. Exploring how you can make this a really nice spinal stretch. Perfectly okay to have a deep bend in the legs. And then slowly rounding up to come forward. Very slowly so you don't get dizzy. Hands to the back of the chair. And come on up. Coming back into Tadasana. We're going to come around to the back of the chair. Step one leg back and bend the front knee. So in our lunge position, back heel is on the floor with the foot at an angle. Front knee is over the heel. Shoulders come back and down. Heart lifts. Again, we're going to press into that back heel and feel the back leg engage. Press into the four corners of the front foot and feel that leg engage. Draw the belly in and up. Lengthen the torso and drop the shoulders down. You can stay here, or we're going to turn this into a little push-up. The elbows are hugging the body. Begin to lean forward in a diagonal. Feeling that back heel engaging the floor. So in a diagonal here, so the forearms have engaged just because we brought our weight forward. So just explore that. Strength of the legs, the core engaged, the elbows hugging the body and the muscles of the arms engaged. And try not to let the wrists drop down. Try to have the wrists in a straight line from your hands, okay? So not like that, but that. Straight line. If you want to explore this a little bit further, squeezing the elbows, keeping those wrists nice and straight, you can come forward towards your chair. And inhale, come on back up. And you can just stay in your diagonal pose, or if that gets to be too much, come vertical. Do one more push-up, squeezing the elbows, keeping those wrists nice and aligned with your arms rather than bent. And come on back up. And we'll step forward to the chair. We'll release the hands. Find Tadasana. Again, feel free to hold the chair if you need to in Tadasana. Let's bring the hands to the chair and we'll step the opposite foot back. Turning the toes out at a 45-degree angle. The hips are facing the chair. Press into the back heel. Feel that back leg engage. Press into the four corners of the front foot. Feel the front leg engage. Draw the belly in and up. So we're starting upright. Squeeze those elbows in and have your wrists straight, not bent like that. Next level, keep those elbows close to your body, coming into a diagonal. Keep pressing into the back heel. Observe how the shift in weight gives you a stretch in the back leg, more strength in the front leg, a little bit of arm engagement here. And you can stay here, or bringing your elbows back and your chest forward, coming towards the chair in a little push-up. And inhaling back up. And one more time. Coming forward, building strength in your upper body. And inhaling back up. And then coming back to Tadasana. If you can, releasing your hands and relaxing them. Bring the hands back to the chair for tall mountain. So finding Tadasana, finding your drishti. Let's do some calf raises, inhaling up. And exhaling down, exploring your range of motion here, exploring your strength. And one more. And then coming into Tadasana if you can. Maybe just one hand holds onto the chair. Maybe just for a second, no hands. And coming slowly back down. Releasing the hands from the chair if you can and relaxing them. Bring the hands back to the chair. Let's take the foot that's facing me, step it out and spin your body. So now you've got one leg facing the chair, the other foot's about 45-degree angle. Let's reach that back arm out. If you can, we're going to bend the front leg. Knee right over the heel. Adding the other arm if that works for you, coming into warrior pose. And softly gazing over your middle finger. Of course, it's perfectly acceptable to hold on if you need to. Find yourself curious about how your body feels in warrior. It's not a pose you do every day in your normal activity. So when we put ourselves into these unusual poses, it changes the circuitry in our brain, as well as, of course, moving different muscles and tendons and ligaments, massaging internal organs perhaps, depending on the asana. And we also get to observe our minds. So part of our curiosity is to notice what's happening in our mind. Without getting reactive. Like, what does it feel like to hold a pose a long time? Are you impatient? Are you bored? Or are you savoring it? Let's bring that hand to the chair, bring the hand to the hip, spin, hand to the chair, back, and release if you can. I'm going to switch my chair. So you're going to turn the other way. So facing the chair, which other leg you didn't use, you're going to open that leg out to the side. So one foot is facing the chair, the other's about 45 degrees. You can reach the back arm out and bend the front knee forward, coming into warrior two. Knee is over the heel. If you can, both arms come out. It's perfectly okay to hold the chair. And turn the head and look over your middle finger. Be curious about what's happening to your body in this pose. By now, of course, it feels familiar, even though, as I said, we don't do it in daily life. But if you've been practicing yoga for years, it feels familiar. And just notice what parts need to be engaged to make this pose work. And where can you relax? If it's starting to get too much to have your head looking over your arm, and bring your head back to the middle. If it's starting to get too much to hold your arms up, you can bring your hands to your hips. And let's bring our hand to the chair, our hand to our hip. Spin our body back towards the chair. Bring both hands to the chair and step forward. Find Tadasana. And if it's safe for you, let the arms relax. We'll end with a stork pose. So if you only need one hand, you can stand next to your chair. If you need two hands, you'll stand with the arm of your chair meeting your midline. You can go like that. So become aware of the leg that's closest to the chair and shift your weight that way. And then we'll begin to lift the other foot, flexing it. And if you have the flexibility, you can even hug that leg in. Perhaps you can release your other hand from the chair, or not. Maybe just a finger. take it out. And I'm going to switch the chairs. From Tadasana. Bring our weight to the foot that's closest to the chair. Begin to lift the other foot. Give it a flex. If you can, give it a hug. If you can release the other hand. Right now, my hip is just gently touching the chair, which makes it nice too. Just that little bit of reassurance. Exploring your balance. And then, and if there's anything your body would like to do, a little move or stretch or shaking it out, just exploring for a few moments. Maybe some hip circles, maybe some arm circles. Just giving your body a little bit of opportunity to see what it would like to do today, exploring how your body would feel. And then coming back to stillness and noticing the after effect of all that we've done. And then finding your chair. So we'll come into our seated lunges. You can hold the back of the chair if you like and bring one leg out over the edge of the chair. And turn your body. You can start this way with your knees like this, but then the next level is to turn your knee down. The next level is to straighten that leg out behind you. Let's face that front leg. Let's inhale up. And if it works for you, you can even arc back. So again, you could be right here, reaching up and back, or here, or here. And let's come on back down. Turn the foot around. Walk those feet in. And we'll open to the other side. Bring that foot over the edge of the chair. Turning towards the point of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. And hold on to the side of the chair. Again, you can make this your pose, or next level, pointing the toe down, the knee down, or stretching that leg out straight. Holding onto the back of the chair. You can inhale this arm up. And if it feels okay to you, you can even arc back. So again, you could be doing it like this, or like this. And let's come on back in, bring that leg in, turning the foot to the floor, spinning your body, and coming back to center. We're going to do a variation of fish pose. So you're going to, I'll sit sideways so you can see from, you're going to bring your arms behind you, making a roll with your body. And then pressing the feet into the earth, feel the legs engage. Lift the chest, arcing back over the roll of your arms. If this is too much for your neck, just keep your head upright. And just feel your chest lift. Inhale back to center, release, and soften. We'll end with our spinal twist. Let's pick up one leg and cross it over. If you can't cross legs, cross ankles. Sit up nice and tall. We'll bring our hand to the outside of the top leg, holding onto the back of the chair. Spin your body. Use this hand against the leg to press your knees in one direction and then press your other shoulder away. Notice the tendency to breathe in your chest here. Can you let your breath drop into your belly? Slowly unwind. Uncross your legs and come back into Tadasana. And we will twist the other way. So again, if you can, you're crossing your legs. If you can't, you're just crossing your ankles. And bring our hand across and press into the leg. Other hand to the base or the back of the chair. Lifting your spine and turning it over your shoulder. Finding a way to let the breath drop into your belly. Inhale back to center. Uncross your legs. And come into Shavasana, sitting at the back of your chair or, if you like, the floor. Then turn your palms up in your lap. Close your eyes. Awareness going inside with curiosity, not only experiencing our body and our breath, but perhaps you notice that by now your mind is more spacious. Your thoughts are fewer and far between. Our asana practice gives us the opportunity to observe our thoughts, to observe our mind, without becoming reactive. And we get to take that skill into our lives off the mat. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the room. Take a moment to notice the benefits of today's class, your practice of being more self-aware. Take that self-awareness out into your day. Namaste.